time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you for this video, making yourself a priority. I am genius. It is Wednesday, and Wednesday's Wednesday Wisdom. Fun video day of the week. And I've been requested by a lot of people to do my current favorite, because it does change. Protein bars. Oh, yes. We got a lot here. I got some honorable mentions. I don't have everything because we're going to have a couple tastings, because I got a couple new ones that I wanted to try, and I thought they sounded really good. But here's the fun thing. Just because they sound good doesn't mean they are good. I'm telling you, certain people will say a bar tastes good and certain people won't. I always tell people when they ask me, you might not like my taste. I might not like your taste. Remember, we all have different taste buds, so just because I'm saying it's bad doesn't mean it's bad. It's just, I don't like it. And let's face it, some of these bars are expensive. So if I'm not loving it, I'm not paying $3 a bar. And I will tell you, a lot of your higher protein bars that are over, I would say maybe 13, 14 grams of protein, down to 20 to 25, are always going to be close to $3 a bar, generally speaking, because of the protein in it. A lower protein bar will be less money. That's just how I found it to be. This is pretty much only on bars. I do have a few interesting tidbits at the end, hopefully I remember, because I have what I want to say. But let's get started. And if I happen to have a code for any of these bars, it will be linked in the description box below. So if you're looking, say, hey, or maybe I can link them on Amazon if they don't have a code. Some of them I've gotten on Thrive Market, which you probably could get on Amazon as well. A lot of these you can get at your local grocery store, your local GNC store, Amazon. I said they've become more prevalent. I have a convenience store in my area called Wawa. You know, it's along the line of a Buc-ee's, not quite as nice as Buc-ee's, but where they have a deli, they have convenience foods, they have tons of drinks, all fun coffees, and now they're loaded with protein bars. So yeah, you can go check out your local convenience. You never know what you're going to find. I've seen them at Wawa, and I've seen them at, what is the chicken one? Royal Farms. I've seen them at both of those. Now, I've never been to a Buc-ee's. I can't say. So if you have a local convenience store that I did not mention, please put it in the comments for everyone to see. Because, you know, you're out and about and you need a snack. Sometimes you just want a bar. And let's preface this by, these are bars. These are not meals. Please don't eat these in place of food, because I eat them as a treat. Like when I want something sweet, chocolatey, cookie-like, dessertish, that's when I grab a bar. If I'm having lunch, I don't grab a bar. When I want lunch, I want lunch. I don't want this. I want lunch. So I don't recommend any of these to sub out your regular meals. These are like, if you need a snack in the middle of the day or the middle of the morning, like you had breakfast and it wasn't quite as satisfying, you need something to get you there. These are what I pull them for. Or at the end of the day, you just want a sweet treat. You compare these macros, calories to a traditional candy bar, you're just not going to get it. You're not going to get any of that benefits. You're going to get this chocolateness in these, and that's why I enjoy them. That's why they're incorporated into my journey. That reason alone is why I do that. All right, let's get started on my list. Now, are they in any kind of order? Possibly. And I'm going to start with my number one. Like most people will start with the bottom. Now, let's go to the top, because y'all know what I'm going to say, so say it for me. What's my number one protein bar? If you know Denise well, if you said Bearbells, you'd be correct. Yes, that is my number one go-to bar, is Bearbells. And my favorite flavor of Bearbells is the cookies and cream. I also like the one that's caramel. It's that brown and black label. Every time I go online, they never have it. So that's my second favorite one. I do enjoy, I did bring it over here. Now these are, let's get into the macros. These have 20 grams of protein. And before we get into that, people ask, well, you know, what is protein bar versus high protein? Like there's things with protein in it and there's high protein. And the best way to figure that out is 10 calories per gram. So if you have 20 grams of protein times 10, 200 calories. That's exactly what this is. This is a high calorie bar. And the easiest way to do that is, they say, get to your protein and add a 0 at the end. And that's what your calories should be in the general vicinity of. You will see a lot of that in these bars. They're not. But Bearbells checks all those boxes, and it is delicious. I brought this one out to show you. It is 5 points for the cookies and cream. It's probably my favorite one. I love all of them. There's not one I don't like. The soft ones are really good, but they're lower in protein than the traditional ones. I think because they're softer. And you'll find it with the Built bars, that their puffs have less protein than their traditional bars. I think because to make them that kind of gooey softness, I think you have to substitute something out. I think a lot of it's fiber. I always find that there's more fiber in the harder bars than in the softer bars, but that's not always true. But I feel like for Built Bar, it's very true. So this comes to 200 calories and 20 grams of protein. And let me also want to reiterate, a lot of these bars, don't come at me in the comments and say, I wouldn't eat those. They're not clean. They're not. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that they are, but I will sit here and I will stand by this statement. A lot of the clean protein bars don't taste good. So if you're willing to sacrifice taste for being clean, then that's what you do. Me personally, I'm not doing that because I'm not going to like it. And I have tasted many ones. You'll see on I have a list of bars I don't buy anymore, or I don't even, you can't ever even fall into my cart. But we're gonna do the ones I like. But yes, a lot of clean protein bars, they don't have that great flavor. That's why there is those weird ingredients or things you don't, because that's what makes it taste good. And bottom line, you're not gonna eat it if it doesn't taste good. I don't care how clean it is, you'll eat it. And once I tell you that it tastes good, do they really taste good? Or you just want to believe it tastes good because it's easier to get down if you think it tastes good. Yeah, I'm done pretending things taste good because they're low in points and calories. It's not worth it to me. So yeah, I don't care what's in it. I care, is it got the protein I want? Is it got fit into my points budget? And is it tasty? And these, my lovelies, are the peanut butter. This one is 6 points. Delicious. Same 210 calories, just 10 more calories. Again, it's going to be higher in points when you add anything with peanut butter, and it usually does. But this, I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. And the same thing with the key lime pie, which is 5 points and 200 calories. I'm shocked that I enjoyed it. Now, I hear there's a lemon one out. I did try the cherry one. I don't like cherry, so I'm not going to like that. Peter said it was good. So if you like cherry, then the cherry Bearbells is for you. But me, I was shocked that I like this. I went, wow, it really is quite tasty. So they did a really good job. Like I said, the macro to calorie ratio makes sense for Bearbells. All right, my next one was a surprise to me, but are these Ready Clean bars. You can get these at Walmart. I'm pretty sure Target. I know definitely Walmart, and they're really, you get them online too, but they're really good price at Walmart. And this one is in the flavor, I don't know which one I have, dark chocolate coconut almond. What I love about these, I don't know if you can see it in the picture, is the little Crispies. It's 5 points. It is 200 calories, and we have 15 grams of protein. So if we add a 0, 150 calories. So these kind of, I would call it high protein, but technically they wouldn't. They mean the protein people online. It's gluten-free. It's non-GI. I love any of the flavors. I've enjoyed. They even have them in minis. I love the texture of these. It's all about like having like that Rice Krispie treatish type bar that could keep you on, keep your goals hit, because I'm telling you, sometimes you just want it. And this really, to me, checks all the boxes of really deliciousness. So I definitely love that one. And here's a fun one, which is fairly new to me in the last year. Allison hooked me up with this brand, Dive Bars. Now, the secret to Dive Bars is, I have a few flavors here, is they have caffeine in them. Now, they do have ones that don't have caffeine, but I'm going to be honest, if I can have a little protein and a little caffeine, I'm there. If I'm feeling sluggish, I'm out and I just need to, I don't want to buy a coffee, I have these. So these come in at 4 points, pretty much, 4. This one is 5, of course, because it's a peanut butter cup. Now, this one has 16 grams of protein, 7 grams of fiber, and 90 milligrams of caffeine, which I don't think, that's too much. At least it's not for me. But let's see, we have 16 grams of protein, would be 160 calories. These come in at 210. Again, not a high protein bar for the calories versus protein, but honestly, a tasty bar as well. I love the peanut butter cup. Oh, my personal favorite, which was seasonal, which was the pecan carrot cake. I love these bars. And what's funny, what distinguishes these from Quest, because they look like a Quest bar when you first glance at them, they have little fun, I don't think you could see them. I don't think it shows on the thing. They have little candy pieces or little crunchy things in there. And they're much more softer than the traditional Quest bars, and they're much more tastier, I'll be honest. Because I was a little bit scared to try these because I don't like Quest. But I do enjoy these. I guess carrot dump truck, you can get this one anytime. 4 points. It's chocolate. Has a little bit like, there you go. Kind of has those little pieces in there. Not a whole lot, because let's face it, it's only 190 calories. You're not going to get that many, but I think it's enough. 16 grams of protein. And none of these don't have the sugar alcohol. Some of the bars do have the sugar alcohol. So if you're following net carbs and you have fiber and sugar alcohol, so this carb number goes down. And this is a one that I have all the time. This is a trash can cookie, which kind of looks like an M&M cookie. I'm all for that. And people air fry these. They put them in the microwave. You could put them in your Dash Mini waffle maker and make like a cookie. I'm telling you, these are versatile when it comes to doing different things with them. But I feel, honestly, that amount of 16 grams, to me, that's a good protein. In my book, it's a good. Now, they might say it's not, but I think it's good. Anything over 12 grams, I think, is a win. Here's one you might not expect. I believe this is a plant-based one. Yeah, it is. And I don't like plant-based much of anything. Aloha. You can get this in your regular grocery store. My ShopRite has them. Peanut butter cup is my favorite. And also they have one called cookie dough that I love. I bought a case of them on Thrive Market. They had a really good price. Now this is 6 points, 230 calories, and we have 14 grams of protein. So again, it's not gonna work out for the high protein. 9 out of 10 with plant-based, it usually doesn't. But if you're a plant-based, you want to be more plant-based, this is a really tasty bar. And like I said, the peanut butter cup and the cookie dough, one of my personal favorites. I love these. I do. I really, really love these bars, which is, I was shocked to really like them. Like I said, you can get these at your regular grocery store. Did I say they were 6 points? I think the cookie dough might be a little bit less. I don't have any of those around. Alrighty, next one I think it's another plant-based bar. I got this at Trader Joe's. It is Misfits. I love this bar. Oh my gosh, yes. This one is in cookie butter. Again, you want a treat that you're not going to feel guilty about. 15 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar. It is gluten-free. 5 points on Weight Watchers. 190 calories. So we have 15 grams of protein. So it's a little bit, but you know what? In my world, it's high protein. That's all that matters. Again, don't always, I wanted to tell you that just so you knew, but do you have to go by that? No, I don't. But I'm just want to let you know that's how they calculate protein for high protein versus food with protein in it. But I love it. There's a caramel one too that's really good. It's softer and has that little, oh, it's so good. But I love this bar, this brand. Now, I've only tried the 2 bars at Trader Joe's. I've never tried anything else. I don't know if there's any other flavors of these, but I've only had the 2 that Trader Joe's has. Love them. And another one from Trader Joe's is Fulfill. This is a chocolate salted caramel, creamy chocolatey caramely goodness. This has 15 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, 2 grams of net carbs. This is 6 points, 160 calories. Now it's 15 grams of protein, which would be 150. So this falls in really well at 160. So this one is definitely would be liked by the protein people. So you're getting exactly what you need. 6 points. You might think it's a little bit steep because a lot of people don't like to spend over 5, but it's really chocolatey and caramely. I mean, literally, it's like has whipped. It has that little things on top. I'm telling you. And remember, and just because something is 6 points, it's 160 calories. This one is 5 points and 200 calories. So don't always go, oh my gosh, I'm going to save that point. If you really want it, have it. Have it. All right, this one's from Aldi. Aldi's got a really good selection of bars. This is the only one I happen to have around, but we could do a whole protein video just on Aldi. Oh my gosh. This one is their protein. Now, they call it a protein meal. Again, I wouldn't need it for a meal. It is 3 net carbs, 17 grams of protein, 1 gram of total sugar. It is 190 calories. So we have how many? I said 4 points. I think I said that. Yes, 17 grams of protein. So 170 it's close enough in my world. But this is another one that has like the little crispies and the chocolate. I like that. I like texture. And you can't beat the price at Aldi. So this to me is go check. If you have an Aldi, you should definitely run the Aldi. Now the few that I didn't have were Nick's. I like Nick's bars. I didn't have any. So maybe if you want me to do a part 2, because I'm sure there's bars that I probably missed because I don't have everything. Raw Rev. They had sent me a box a while ago. Oh God, it was years. And I really enjoyed them. And then I saw them at the outlet, one of the outlet grocery stores I went to, and I got a box and I still like them. So they're interesting. It's been a while since I have. I know I liked it though. I think it's like, I don't know the ingredients in there. I don't know why they were called Raw Rev, but they were good. The Alani new bars, I enjoyed. I don't remember like the macros on them, but I know I did enjoy them. They were the ones I wanted to put down. Oh, I forgot about Built Bar. I totally forgot to talk about Built Bar. Now, most of the time you can only get the puffs these days. I'm not sure why. They don't disclose whether they stop the bars. Personally, I don't like the bars. I haven't ordered the bars in years. I can't chew them. I'm sorry. I can't. They're too hard. Again, if you're not enjoying it, why would you buy it? But the puffs are like billowy and great. I mean, this is the salted caramel. I love this one. This one, they don't always have. It's one of my favorites. Along with, did I bring the other one down? Yes. I have 2 of these left. They're probably expired because I don't want to eat them all. It's the maple donut. So good. And they're so soft. It's like marshmallow. Chocolate covered marshmallow. This one has 5 points. They're both 5 points. You will find most of the puffs usually are, because the puffs, I don't know what it is with the puffs, but they come in at 140 calories with 17 grams of protein in this one. So right here, we are ahead of the game. So people really, really love the macros in Built Bars because of that reason. The calorie to protein ratio is stellar in this bar. I wonder if it's the same for this one. I don't think I ever looked at that. This one is 17, and it is, 150 calories. So right there, this is a high protein bar. Right up there. So absolutely. You know, I always have the discounts for Built. I have the discounts for Dive. I don't have anything else, but I will link everything on Amazon that I talked about if you want to go in my Amazon store and purchase them. And here's a little, honorable mention. Oh, Healthy Eating on the Go bars. I don't have any of those. I only get them through her her Instagram. I go to Healthy Eat. I'll link that below. Healthy Eating on the Go. Those bars, if you like peanut butter bars, they're all like a peanut butter base and flavors. So they're probably, I don't remember the calories, the points, or the macros on them. I just know that they're really good. And they would be one of the cleaner type bars, just more peanut butter. And they're delicious. They're soft. It's kind of like if you made like a peanut butter bar. It's not gooey peanut butter. It's just good. And they have minis there. I say, if you ever see a bar that has a mini, you should get it. When Bill had the minis, I love the minis. Because sometimes you just want a little piece. Now, you could cut a bar in half. But if you're like me, it's kind of like, I'm just going to eat it. But I know Ready Clean has a box of minis as well. I love that. And I do believe Dive has minis too. I love mini bars. I just do. So those are the ones that are my top. Like I said, I will link. I also have a discount for Healthy Eating on the Go. I think it's 12%, but I will link all that below. But here's a list of the bars that I just don't like. And again, if you like them, I am not insulting you. We all have different tastes. And just people ask me my opinion, so I'm going to give it. Regular traditional Quest bars. Can't do it. Won't do it. Because once you have something like this, to go back to something like that is very difficult. David bars. My son raved about these David bars. Now, they are ridiculously expensive. I think a box of a dozen is like over $40. So he told me how great they were. Now, the macros I hear are stellar on them. I just didn't like it. Again, I tasted 2 of them. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it enough to spend that kind of money. And I prefer another bar, so I won't reach for it. So yeah, David gets a thumbs down. Pure protein. Again, Peter likes pure protein. I don't. I think it tastes proteiny. It has that aftertaste. I don't enjoy any of their products, the pure protein. I don't think I enjoy any of their stuff. So maybe the chips, but I don't like any of the bars and any of the powders. No, I can't do it. Can't do it, won't do it. Think bars is another one. Can't do it, won't do it. I've tried every different one. It's just, again, it's not that you want to vomit, but it's like you just aren't going to reach for it. So you're going to spend X amount of dollars and not reach for that bar. It's a total waste of money. Atkins, another one, wasn't thrilled by it. I think some didn't have enough protein in them. It just, again, wasn't worth my effort. Larabars. Larabars are expensive. There's not that much protein and calorie ratio. Well, the ingredients are clean. They can be clean all they want. It just doesn't move me. If it's not going to move me, I don't care. It's just how I think. Now, here is something really quick before we have our tasting. I wanted to mention this. We talk about calories and protein. Like a Chomp's meat stick is 12 grams of protein and 80 calories. Put in a zero, it's 120. So these, again, are a great snack. It's 2 points. I don't know about the beef. I tend to get the turkey and the chicken because I think they're slightly softer in texture. But you can get some brand of meat sticks that are 1 point. I can't remember the brand off the top of my head, but this is a great snack. It is a nice little, this would be considered a high protein snack. Pair it with a cheese stick. And I got this new brand. I think it's called Garibaldi, I think. Sam's had it. They never had them before. But I think those cheese sticks are higher in protein than the last cheese sticks. I think it's like 7 or 8. And that's 2 points. So if you have a 4-point snack that has close to 20 grams of protein, it's better than having a bar. And it's meat and cheese. And it's almost like you make a charcuterie out of it. So that's what I like to do with that. So, okay, we have 2 new bars to taste. I was at Wawa. I just already said I don't like Quest, but I've never seen these. They're Quest Overload Cookie Commotion. 20 grams of protein, 3 grams of net carbs, 1 gram of sugar. They are 200 calories, so it works out. 20 grams of protein, 200 calories. It's perfect. It's 5 points on Weight Watchers. So let's see. Well, she looks pretty. I mean, I don't know. They did a really good job of selling this. But let's see if it tastes any good. Well, I see cookie pieces. Look at that. Can you see that? Again, I need to have things in my bars. That's why these work. Because they have things in them. Let's see. Chalky. Proteiny. Soft. I guess you cook the pieces. I mean, it's better than the other Quest, yes. Would I reach for this bar? I wouldn't. I mean, I give it a 3 out of 5. I don't hate it, but if there's this bar sitting there, that's what I'm going to grab. So, it declined to me. Now I got to put them on Do Not Disturb. I should just cut that out. Okay, so yeah, give it a 3 out of 5. Like I said, if I had it in a basket, I would certainly eat it. Okay, let's try this one, which I did not show you yet. This is 1. Now, again, I was deceived by the fact it looks like a Hershey bar. I'm like, okay, if this tastes like a Hershey bar, I'm all in. Double chocolate, 1 gram of sugar, 18 grams of protein. It is 230 calories. It is 7 points on Weight Watchers. Sorry about that. Timmy insisted on talking to me. So again, I guarantee this is not going to be good. But I thought, you know what? What a fun thing to put in the video. Because look, wouldn't you buy that if that looked like that? Okay. 7 points, 230 calories, 18 grams of protein. There's 25 carbs, 5 grams of fiber. So you'll get nut carbs out of this. I mean, there's sugar. Yeah, there's 6 grams of sugar alcohols. So that's 11 minus 25. So that's what, 16 net carbs? I know this is not going to be good. But I wasted the money just for you guys to... Now, that don't look like no Hershey bar. I expected it to look like that. But it's inspired by that. So, okay, I'll give them that. Let's break it. It looks like inside. That's not bad. I don't get Hershey bar. I get Cosmic Brownie. That's not bad. Okay. All right, one bar. Okay. You're pretty good, one bar. I'm saying if you want something chocolatey, it's pretty damn good. I give it a 4.8 out of 5. That's really good. Again, don't taste Hershey bar per se, because I live close to, I was going to say close. We're very familiar with Hershey, PA. And the Hershey bars are, it's not everybody likes Hershey because the chocolate's a little bit gritty. I'm not getting that. I'm getting milk chocolate. It's very delightful. So yeah. So if you put in like the net carbs, it would shave it down probably a point or two. But it's still 230 calories. But yeah, one bar. Okay. I was not expecting to like that. So that is it. I hope this video helped you out to know my current favorite bars, because it does change. It does. Because, you know, you taste different things, you find new bars, you're just like, oh yeah, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that. And there's a few I did not have on hand because I was out of them. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comment section below with a big old thumbs up. Let me know your favorite protein bar. And if I insulted you, I do apologize. But I'm just telling you, this is my opinion on what I like about bars. And we all have different tastes. That's why when people ask me, I get fearful because I don't want you not to buy something because I don't like it, or I do like it because you might not. So it's, like I said, everybody's got different taste buds. But these videos are fun to do, and it's fun to hear about different things and know about. Remember, there's things with protein and things that are high in protein. That doesn't mean just because it has protein in it and it's not giving you the high protein doesn't mean you don't eat it. I'm just saying, like, that's what the rule is. Not that I go by that rule, because I don't, but I'm just letting you know that that's, and that really goes for, let's put that out there, for people who are working out, weight training, you know, that kind of, they need that high protein. We're trying to lose some weight, we really don't. We could go with the lower protein options and it'd be fine. But again, these are not real meal replacements. They are little sweet treats. You want to have a little something, something? This is what I go for. So that is it for me. If you've not yet hit that subscribe button, raise your D, where we share information that helped us on our weight loss, healthy lifestyle journey. So if you know anyone that needs to hear about my bar obsession, you can share this video. And I will see you in a video very soon, my lovelies. Thanks so much for watching. Dish with you later.